everybody, continuing on from when we looked at the California coast in our previous video, we're back again today. I will now have a look at how the roof mechanism works when it's up and down, how you actually put that up, and let's talk about the front of the dash and how the actual dash works within the vehicle. So we've done videos on multivans before. I'm moving the seat forward a little bit, but the position and the seating of it, you're ever so slightly lower in the seat than what you would be, say, on something like a T6.1, but you've still got that vision that you can see things. Plenty of view. The view is brilliant that's on here as well. Seating nice and comfortable. We've got our armrests on the seating that's on here as well, so you've got that captain chair feel as you're driving along. All the vehicles are all automatics, can't get them in manuals, they're all autos, which is nice and easy. We've got our traditional Volkswagen steering wheel, you know I all love that. We've got a little lights panel here to do things that's nice and quick. I've had comments from people about these new displays and how does things work. The important things that you need are only a click of a button away. So if you want to clear your windscreen, for example, you've just got one button to press, and that button then does all that good stuff for you at the same time. You don't have to go looking for it elsewhere. So it's a combination of a few nicely hidden buttons that you can press easily at the same time as doing anything else that you want it to do that's here. So stop start, so it's got a stop button and a start button that's on there, all digital dash throughout. So we've got digital dash on here, we've got our big display that's here as well, and this is, again, it's a bigger display than what we previously had that's in the vehicle, so it's the full width, and you get that across the range that's in here. So this one's get the biggest screen as standard that's in here, so all the screen sizes are the same. This particular vehicle is a coast, but it has got the navigational upgrade, but again, it's all very intuitive. These new screens have got the new software in as well for the 2025 models, and it's just easy to find around where you actually want to. So also on the dash, we've got 3 camping buttons. So those 3 buttons, 2 of them are to do with the roof, up and down, and the other one is to quickly charge the battery should they need to while your vehicle's been idle, which we've looked at on vehicles before. Love the fact that the buttons are on the dash for the roof. That makes it so much simpler, I think. You've got no control panel here because the control panel is in the rear of the vehicle, but you still want to action the controls for the roof mechanism straight from the cockpit that's here. And it literally is, you can't go wrong with this. There's a button with an arrow pointing the roof going down, and there's a button with an arrow pointing up for the roof to go up. It's that easy. Can't really go wrong with it. Coast, ocean, electric roof as standard. The beach model has a manual roof, and when we get one of those we can show you how that works. But essentially, if I want to bring the roof down from on here now, just press a button and the roof is going to start moving down. It's that easy. So to put the roof up, you just press the button. It will give you a little warning after a bit on the dash just to say, is the windows open, is the things down, as it does on previous models, and then just keep your finger on it, and once your finger's on it, it will go all the way up to the top. And again, to bring it down, exactly the opposite, put your finger on and it will bring it all down simply as well from there. We're going to do a separate video on how the roof works, how it goes up, goes down, tips and all that kind of good stuff as well that's in there. But for the moment, I'm going to bring the roof down now, and then I can show you what this looks like with the actual roof down on the bottom section that's here. Now, this is the best bit, because this moves so much easier and better. Look at that. I could sit here all day, do this, keep moving it back and forwards. Brilliant. It's hard as well, and it just adds it, just makes it look so much neater. That's on the top, that's on here as well. So obviously this is down now, the roof is down, pretty much shut the doors and we can drive straight off. For those of you who haven't seen the multivan video, let's have a quick recap for you. So we have got storage tray here at the top to put whatever you might want to put in there. We have this folds out from on here, and again we've got pocket area to put some more things in here. Something for the California, obviously they've got this stainless steel look, I think is probably what you would call it, that's on there. And then we've got a traditional glove compartment as well that's in, as you see, we've got books and things like that. And then moving over into the middle bit here, we've got a pull down which is for cup holders, so we can put cup holders that's in there. We've got a little tray here which is for mobile phone charging. And then over on this side here we've got things like our auto hold and our handbrake sections as well. And underneath here we've got 2 USB-C ports as well. And to confirm, no handbrake, no manual handbrake, this is purely electronic handbrake, and that's the button for it there. And again, no gear stick either, so the gear stick is here. So this is so in park at the moment. Obviously if you want to drive, you press it down. If you want reverse, you press up. Obviously vehicle's got to be running for this to work so well. So it's nice and neat, it's on the dash. It means you haven't got something big and clunky that you're moving around. You've got no handbrake that's here, so you've got plenty of space that's in between the seats. Moving the seats around, spinning them around is a breeze. You don't have to be moving the backrest up and down or anything like that now as well, so huge improvement there. Now on the previous model we had a socket for the inverter that was on the front that's here. Obviously that's moved into the rear of the vehicle now, so you've got one that's in the back in the kitchen unit that's there instead, so that's moved. But again, it's just freed it up so there's less clutter and things that's in here as well. So under the hood, under the bonnet, obviously I've got our engine variation units in here. This one is the TDI, so this is the 150 PS diesel that's in here. There is available in the petrol version as well, so the TSI version. So this is 150 in the diesel, it's 204 in the petrol, and there is, I believe it's going to be January market introduction for that, is the FEV version, so the plug-in hybrid version, which will also be the four-wheel drive, the 4Motion version as well. Got no real details on that as we speak at the moment, but obviously as normal, we'll bring those to you when we do. A couple of things we missed off the first video we did. One, we have our blinds that come out from in here, so a slightly different design to that, so that pulls down, goes into there in the bottom, and that's our blind on this side, and then obviously we've got one as well on there, so that's inside the door like this, because it means if you're opening the door, the previous ones came down as part of the exterior, well this is actually on the door, so you're not having to try and work that up to try and get out underneath it and other bits and pieces like that. So redesign as well on the opening window, so on these you just pull that and it opens up, so on the multivans at the moment it's the other way around, it's a little bit easier, but that is just really easy to move that in, locks in different places and push it back in. And then seating wise as well, it's worth mentioning these seats can come anywhere along this edge. So for example the one I'm on now, you don't have to have it here, you could have it here for example if you wanted to. So if you was only three of you and you wanted to be a bit closer to the people in front, you could do, and you could bring this forward as well, pull that, and then you have all that storage space in the rear of the vehicle. Hope that all makes perfect sense to you all. Looking at those extra bits that's on as well, have a look at the dash was the important thing, and that all important two buttons, roof up, roof down. As I said, once we get hold of a beach we can show you how that works as well. Now we're going to move on to the California Ocean, so we're going to do exactly the same thing on the ocean and have a look at that as well. Next time you see us in the coast, obviously we'll start looking at a bit more detail at some of the things which it has, and then we're going to get these two vehicles together, or two vehicles at another site. We're going to get them together side by side, and then we can really get into the depths of what you're getting. We talked about this on videos before. We looked at what are you getting for those extra amount of money on the ocean compared to the coast, and what would you put on, what wouldn't you put on, the differences being there as well. So we'll get those two together, put them side by side, and then we can talk about this has got this has got that, etc. In a bit more detail.